Welcome to Chokeholds and Chill, where the arm bars are tight and the conversations are deep.
We're Jenn and Mal, two women navigating life, mat burn, and the wild world of Jiu-Jitsu, one episode at a time.
From white belts to black, trauma to triumph, we bring you the real stories from the people who roll through it all.
So tighten your belt, take a breath, and let's get into it. All right, before we get into this episode, I want to put a little disclaimer, a little edit out there. We talk about a post that Tara Thornton made on Instagram, and in this episode, I pronounced her name Tara, and I was mistaken. So her name is Tara Thornton, and she is awesome, and we hope to have her on the pod in the near future. But here you go. We stumbled across a post on Instagram this week from Tara Thornton, and it's titled, "Why Jiu-Jitsu People Always Want You to Try It Too." It really resonated with us, and so we really wanted to share it with you. So again, it's Tara Thornton. Her Instagram handle is TARA_THORNTON_. So here's what it says. It teaches you how to fail and not fall apart, to mess up, to laugh at yourself, to try again, even when it's hard, to hear, that was terrible, go again, and still come back the next day, and the next, and the next. It shows you that softness and strength can exist in the same body, that control isn't force, it's awareness of your breath, your movement, your reactions. It creates friendships that would never have existed anywhere else. People from all walks of life, backgrounds, and beliefs who you'd never have crossed paths with otherwise suddenly become your closest friends, allies, supporters, and family. Not because of similarities, but because of shared struggle, trust, and growth. It rewires your brain for patience, for focus, for reflection, for growth. You start to think differently, not just on the mats, but in life. It makes you stronger, physically, yes, but also emotionally. It changes your relationship with discomfort, with your body, with what it means to be healthy, capable, and confident. It proves learning never ends. A black belt might learn something from a white belt. A seasoned athlete might be humbled by a detail from someone half their age. If you're listening, everyone becomes your teacher. To you who has been thinking of trying it, you don't need to be tough. You don't need to be flexible. You don't need to be fit. You don't need to be fearless. You don't need to know what you're doing. You just need to be willing. Willing to show up, willing to learn, willing to be a beginner. That's it. The rest will come. To you who is close to giving up, you're not the only one who's felt like this, like you're stuck, frustrated, tired, angry even. Like everyone's getting better except you. Like maybe you're not cut out for it. But that feeling, it's a part of the process. It means you care. It means you're growing, even if you can't see it yet. You're not falling behind, you're laying the foundation. Stick around. The breakthroughs always come after the hard bit, and you're closer than you think. To you, coaches and higher belts, you do more than teach technique. You set the tone. You help people believe in themselves, especially when they can't see it yet. Your words matter. The little pieces of encouragement mid-roll, the patient corrections, the way you welcome someone newer onto the mat, those moments stick. You create a space where people feel safe to fail, to ask questions, to come back after a rough day. And that might be the reason someone keeps training or falls in love with the sport entirely. Jiu-Jitsu is hard to explain. It changes your body, sharpens your mind, rewires your mindset to handle more, trust more, doubt less. It gives you discipline, purpose, and a healthier way to move through the world. But maybe most of all, it gives you people, the kind you laugh with, learn from, lean on. Most people don't get it until they try.
Welcome back to Chokeholds and Chill. That post is phenomenal. And like you were just saying, Mal, it's everything that you want to say to the people.
Everything you want to articulate, but you can't. So thank you, Tara.
Yes.
All your words.
Thank you, Tara. First of all, right now, everybody go give her a follow because she's got some really good content and she has, we don't even know her.
Yeah, I literally, I stumbled
but her stuff is legit.
Yeah, I stumbled across that post and then I went to her page and I, stalked through a bunch of her stuff and she's, very much, women's empowerment, female supporting females,
I love it.
And I feel like that post is just, a beautiful love letter to jiu-jitsu in general, but also everybody we always want to tell everybody to do it. And it's not because we want people to come in and kick their ass or we're not trying to stroke our own egos. We want them to have the experience that we've had.
Yes.
Life changing. So it talks to beginners, people struggling, the higher belts and coaches and just everybody. And
it mentions that damn plateau where you're like, I don't know jiu-jitsu anymore. Yes. And then 2 weeks later, you're like, oh, remember I know a flying armbar?
Yeah. So it's just I loved that post so much. I immediately shared it and saved it and messaged her. And hopefully we'll get to chat with her on the pod sometime because that'd
be fun.
I think she'd be really awesome to chat with. So everybody go give Tara a follow.
Yes.
But that's kind of this. I feel like this episode is kind of just inspired by this post.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. That was a fantastic post. And I think that we should dive a little bit deeper into it. And I want to talk a little bit about who this post speaks to, right?
Yes.
So the beginner, it's really saying you don't need to be anything but willing, not tough, not fit, not fearless. Just show up as you are. We don't care. Just take a shower.
Yep. And it speaks to the people struggling. So the people feeling stuck and slow and frustrated and angry. It's all the process. So we just have to remember we're growing even when we don't see it.
Mm-hmm, for sure. It's speaking to the coach and the higher belts in the gym, and it's saying that we are shaping the experience of people that come into our world. The small moments, the words that you choose to say to people, the space you hold, those are things that can change the entire experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's why I always think of it. It's I can literally change somebody's life, however this experience is with them, can change their life.
Right.
Because I think of how jiu-jitsu has changed my life. But we'll
talk about that.
So much more about that. But I also just love how it just speaks to everyone really in general because, it can change your body and rewire your brain and the people. It's so much of it is the people because you laugh together and grow together and lean on each other. And it's hard to get it until you try it. It's so hard.
You have to try and fail a lot and you have to be okay with that. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why it rewires your brain.
Right.
Is because it changes how you approach life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's just why I loved that post so much. We just know what the mats can give to people and what it's given to us. So yeah, let's dive more into all of those little categories
let's talk about
that we just talked about.
So on that note, let's talk about the beginning of jiu-jitsu and the misconceptions that we at least had when we first started. Mm-hmm. And I think to the point right there where you think that when you go in and you're just going to get your ass kicked by the upper belts because they want to kick your ass is it's not true. I mean, I guess there are places that it is true, but the places that I've been and the people that I've trained with, that has not been true. It's been quite the opposite. Mm-hmm. We're a little fearful of the new white belt, right?
Yes, it's true. But I also I like being one of the people that encourages people to come back or I want them to have the experience. A good experience with me and that they want to come back.
Right. We don't want to kick everybody's ass on day one.
Unless you fucking dislocate my thumb, then we're going to have problems.
But there's another side to that, though. There's that side that, for me, I stayed because it was hard. Mm-hmm. And because I was like, oh, I like this, and I'm going to have to, really try to get this right. Mm-hmm. I think if somebody went too easy on me, well, it doesn't work. Why do you have to try so hard to do something that doesn't work?
Right. Like, I just came in, I didn't have somebody that was like encouraging me to come in.
Right.
It was something that I was interested in trying. And I finally was just like, fuck it, I'm going to try it. Because I was in a spot where I like, wasn't super happy, like with myself physically, mentally, emotionally. Like I needed to change something. And I think the misconception that so many people have before starting is they think that they need to get in shape before they start. That's the misconception. Like I was probably in some of the worst shape of my life. I've always been an athlete, but I was in not a great place. Like I was in a lazy place. I didn't, and so I would say I was not in great shape starting jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu got me in shape.
I feel like I've heard that story, like, I don't know, 4,000 times, right?
Right. Yeah. It's like, because you always hear, oh, I just gotta I gotta get in shape a little bit, or I gotta do this or that. And that means see you never. Right?
Yeah. It does mean never. And the other thing too is like, look at the whole realm of like, what is get in shape, right? Like there are people that have come to our gym that have been small, skinny, couldn't do anything, had a really difficult time like putting pressure on people, and like they could get the movement fine, but they couldn't quite grasp like the leverage and the heaviness of all of it. And now this person is like fucking jacked because they took their fitness super seriously and got bigger when they start doing jiu-jitsu. So it goes all ways, right? Because like what is in shape? And nothing is going to prepare you for the cardio that you're going to need for jiu-jitsu.
Exactly. It's like if you're waiting to feel like you're ready to start, you'll never be ready. You're never going to be ready.
I'm still not ready.
You're never going to be prepared. Like you just have to show up anyways. And yeah, so
yeah, on that note, people who show up unprepared and grow anyway, like what do we see? What do you see for those kind of people that you're like, they're never going to make it?
I feel like those are the ones that like, I know I always have like some people that I'm like, I want to take you under my wing.
Everybody does.
Like, I want to take you under my wing and I want you to stick around. And I think that more places could very luckily, I've never had the experience where I don't feel comfortable being in a gym. I've always felt very supportive, and I've always tried to be supportive of everybody else. And I just wish all gyms were like that, because I think that can be a barrier as far as, like, I don't know. I've just heard too many stories about very like unsupportive environments.
There definitely is. But like, do you think that like an unsupportive environment is for people? There are people out there that want that like hard ass, true. Like I'm going in here, don't fucking talk to me. I'm coming to succeed. I want to be a professional athlete. Whether, not to say all gyms are like, if you have professional athletes are all nose to the grindstone working, but I feel like we need everything.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
like not all gyms are the same.
Right.
Find your gym.
Not so much like, I'm trying to find like the right words. Like, I feel like some gyms are just like can be intimidating to walk into. It's I guess it's the feeling of welcoming. That's the word I'm looking
Welcoming
for.
is definitely it. Yes,
and I think that the culture of the gym like starts from the top and starts with higher belts. And I know sometimes like we can get annoyed with people that we're training with that are maybe have lesser training than us and everything. But I think that the culture starts from the top. And if we can all try and work on being more welcoming, jiu-jitsu world will be a better place and more people will start and keep going. But
on that note too, like to clarify, like we might get annoyed, quote, with people that know less than us, but I don't think that's what we mean. Like we get annoyed with people who don't try. We get annoyed with people who try way too fucking hard. We get annoyed with people who don't want to hear that you don't know anything.
Right.
It's okay. That's not like a rude thing. Like you don't know.
Yeah. And I think too,
that's annoying.
I especially know too, like as a lower belt, I was always in my head about not wanting to be an annoying person to the upper belts too. So I think like
those are things you can do.
When I look at it that way, I'm like, now as an upper belt, I'm like, I don't want them to feel like I'm annoyed with them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I'm like, I hate that feeling. Like I'm holding anybody back. So I don't want anybody to get that feeling when they're training with me.
Yeah.
Like, so I know that like, if I'm trying to get the most out of my session, like I'll train with upper belts that day or whatever. But like, if I'm there and I'm okay with like flowing and, you know,
you got something you need to work out.
But we got to be, welcoming.
What do we think keeps people from coming into the gym? Whether it's an actual thing like finances or the ability to get there or things like that, or the imagined things where like you're not going to be good enough to be in the gym, or like nobody will want to work with you, or like you're going to be annoying. Like, what are some barriers that you've seen?
Well, and that's, I think, like the biggest one is like the intimidation factor. Obviously, like money and time and busyness of life, like there's a lot of factors, but I think that the biggest thing is the culture, and if the culture is good, then that's one less barrier to people coming and playing, really.
Yes.
So I don't know, that's like the biggest thing that keeps coming to me, because I feel like I train at a couple gyms that have such good culture. And that if I didn't train at good gyms like that, then I would not be like, hey,
you wouldn't be doing jiu-jitsu.
Right?
Yes. And that's why all gyms are not created equal. So check them out, do the trials, do the free classes, like explore everything in your area. Shop because around. There can be 5, 10, 15 gyms near enough to you, and well, you're going to have somebody laying on your face. You want to go to a place where sitting on your face, you're going to get teabagged. You're going to get mother's milked. Find a place where you're comfortable with those things, because it's coming.
Yeah. Bring your friend.
Speaking of struggling.
Struggle is real.
I feel like I've been on like the struggle bus for years now.
I'm so hot. Did you paint this more?
I did. No, I haven't touched it.
Okay, because I just saw these paints up.
Open that door. The dog's not here. Mallory is so hot, but she's like, she's acting like it's the temperature of the room, but it's really her.
Yes, it is me.
It's hot as hell in here, though. All of a sudden, like, we went from outside to inside heatness. So plateaus. We're going to talk about when you get to the point that you're like, okay, I know jiu-jitsu. I have something figured out. I'm going to go in here. I'm only working on kimuras for the next month because I got my first stripe. So I don't have to do fundamentals anymore and, you know, that kind of stuff. So you're going to plateau right quick because you don't know anything. But I think that plateaus happen all along the belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think absolutely. Dude, absolutely. And that's like one of like what she said in the post was, you're not the only one who's felt like this. I feel like every single person we've talked to on this pod is, you always have like some sort of imposter syndrome or this feeling of I'm not getting better, I've plateaued. So she said, like stuck, tired, frustrated, angry. I've felt so
you cannot tap one more time without punching somebody.
Like, and then like, for example, like right now, for instance, like I'm injured. I haven't been able to train fully. And last night I went to class, participated very minimally. And then I sat and watched and I was so grumpy.
Salty.
I was fucking angry. Like, truly.
Well,
and then I went to teach morning class today. And I was saying to one of the people in the class, I was like, I was just so grumpy last night. And she goes, I was wondering why you seemed so mad. And I'm like, see, I hate that I like brought that into the gym, but it's just everybody gets there. Like,
you can't, and it's not a fucking performance.
Right.
Like
it's part of the process.
Yes, especially like you're going to be frustrated that you can't do something, or like you got injured, and I'm tired of the injuries being like, I can't do jiu-jitsu anymore because I got hurt. Okay, fuck you guys. I've been off since January. I've worn my brown belt for 15 minutes, and I've learned a lot of jiu-jitsu this year. A lot of fucking jiu-jitsu, because when I came back, I was like, oh, I didn't touch this at the camps, plural, that I went to, but now I know the things that like we've done. So your plateau might feel like, oh, I got hurt, so I'm just like not good enough at jiu-jitsu anymore. But that's not true. You have to come and watch, and then it will all come out when you come back.
Keep showing up. But just stick around.
So it's not regression. Injuries are not regression.
Yep.
So
And breakthroughs come after the hard parts.
The sunshine after the rain.
All right.
We're on the mental game.
We are on the mental game.
For the struggling person. What do you do mentally? Like right now, we're both on the bus where we're like, this sucks. We can't do jiu-jitsu. Like, what were you like before you started jiu-jitsu? Like the real raw, like...
I wasn't
Nobody wants to be around.
Happy. I wasn't super happy with where I was. I really wasn't. I grew up an athlete. I've always been an athlete. And then like, you know how life happens when you don't have the same activities you used to have. You move, you're around different people. You don't have the same like hobbies or environments or whatever. I was unhappy. I was not super healthy. And jiu-jitsu literally did like change me. I'm a much happier person, more pleasant to be around. You can ask my husband. But yeah, so that's why I always invite everybody, because I'm like, oh, I'm such a much better person now than I was before this. But yeah, what about you?
It's a weird spot. Like I always look back like who I was before I started training jiu-jitsu. But I don't think that's like quite it now, because I've been in it long enough now that it's been a huge part of my life. But I did not realize the changes that jiu-jitsu made until later in my training. So what I came from in my 20s was, I mean, I was 50 times louder than I am right now. I know you guys are shocked. I had like this mindset that I had to be performative and on and perfect, and my life was totally falling apart. Marriages were not making it through the day, basically. Like things were just not going well, and I'm single momming it, and I was in a very like not well mental state. Like I was very much like literally like having like screaming meltdowns because I could not articulate like what I needed. And I didn't, well, now we know why, but like I didn't know like what the fuck was wrong and why. And I had like a horrible eating disorder during this time. It was just really bad. So like all of my 20s leading up to my early 30s were the precursor of like who I was before I came to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Because coming in, I didn't want to bring that person in anymore. So I thought I had to get all of that out of me before I was ever able to move forward with my life. And that's not true. I think I didn't know about jiu-jitsu then, but had I known about it and had an opportunity, my life may have been very different when I was younger. But yeah, it's absolutely everything for me. And the dopamine hit, I also really like pressure. So that's nice too.
Well,
like if you can squeeze me, I have no problems.
Yeah, it's just something that I feel like it's healing and therapeutic in weird but very real ways.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like I know people say like when you're running, your head clears. No, you can still think. When you're lifting weights, you can fucking still think. Like there's a lot of things that you can still think, but jiu-jitsu, you have to only think about what's in your face. Tits.
Whether it's tits or balls.
So yeah, that's why I invite other people to the gym. Yes, for the assault that's coming your way through 4 layers of clothes, and there's a lot of sweat on the outside. Mallory, what has changed like most for you in your life since you started?
I think just like mentally, I feel like I have a different mindset as far as like I don't want to say I'm a more patient person. I'm not the most patient person. But jiu-jitsu definitely makes you more patient.
100%.
It's definitely made me a lot more like calm in stressful situations. Like I feel very much like I'm like, okay, like I can handle this. This is fine. Whereas like I might have been like a little bit more reactive before starting jiu-jitsu. There's like just like little things, like little things like that, like just my peace of mind or my ability to like be more centered or something.
Grounded.
Yes, grounded.
Yeah.
I've always said like my dad is like the calm and the chaos of my family, and I feel like I'm like becoming more like my dad.
Yeah.
Hi, Dad.
What's up?
Yeah, so I feel like it's just calmed me. What about you?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I think it's made me let go of perfection.
Oh, yeah.
Like I still have it, you guys. I still feel like I need to be such, but I've realized it's not real. Which is nice. And it also, I think it changed the way I allow other people to see me. I used to be, dressed to the nines and I hair done and makeup on and heels and like looking fresh to death at the grocery store at 2:00 on a Tuesday. But now I'm like, no, this is actually how I'm comfortable. This is me. Like, yeah, I need to do my eyebrows.
Confident and comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah. It's off the mat that I'm less concerned about. Like I just like, fucking take it or leave it, bitches.
That's another huge thing that's changed. I should have probably said that. Like just me being comfortable in my own body.
Yeah.
Like the comfort and the confidence shift. Huge. And that's honestly like how it made me feel. Like it made me appreciate my body and what I'm capable of more than I ever have. I think too, like just having that like empowerment aspect of it. And that all comes back to, if I like you and I'm saying come to jiu-jitsu is because I want you to feel empowered and confident and like, yeah. So, I mean, I feel like it's going to keep on coming back to that. It's going to keep coming back to, this is why we want you to come.
Yeah.
And
I get like not everybody has that experience and like that's fine. But for the people that it's the right fit for, it would really suck if like you didn't get to experience it, even just one time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Why do you keep coming back? Like on the rough days and the plateaus and shit, why do you come back?
You guys. Honestly. And that's another huge thing that like the post talks about is like it's the community. The people. It's the community. Obviously like all of the benefits that we've already talked about, like physically and mentally, but like there's so many people that have come into my life because of jiu-jitsu that have become some of my best friends, like you. Yes. That like we have this passion project podcast because of jiu-jitsu. I've been to, different country because of jiu-jitsu. I've done like so many of these things that have just like enhanced and enriched my life. Whether that's, the people that I've met, the places that I've been, I've learned so much from all of it. And like, so it really is the people that keep you coming back. Like, yes, the sport, but
it's the people.
It's the community.
I think it's that. And I think it's the other side of it is that if I want to walk in the door and not say a word to anybody and just be like, it's a bad day, and then go just do jiu-jitsu, that's fine. Yeah. Nobody's like, come on, do you want to talk about it? They're like, okay, fine, just let's go. Like
you're just like you here to just get the
you can out. You can do like the things. So it's nice because I think like no matter what your day is, jiu-jitsu is the right fit.
You can get out of your head into your body.
And that dopamine hit.
That dopamine hit is real, but I think that we're all there for the same thing.
So what would you say to the person that's struggling and like they're feeling like they're plateaued right now and they can't get further in their game and they're getting worse?
Right. because that is something that everybody
Multiple times.
experiences.
Every 6 months.
I just I think that Tara said it so perfectly in that post when she was talking about feeling stuck and frustrated and angry. And we already talked about earlier how like I go in angry. Like last night I went in angry.
Yeah,
and
it happens.
And that's okay. Like it's a part of the process. I knew going into class that I wasn't going to be able to fully train like I wanted to.
Right.
So I knew that I was going to be angry, but I went anyway. Right. Because it's a part of the process. Like it might feel like everybody is getting better and you're just in the same place, but
false.
But it's all a part of the process. We all feel like that at some point. So
that's why I
stick around.
That's why I still go in when I'm hurt. Because I think that like that keeps your momentum moving forward in the sport. And when you do get back on the mat, you're going to be like physically limited because you've had an injury and your body's like coming back and you're probably not 100%. And you won't know that until you step on the mat sometimes. But I also think that like if you just don't come for those 6 weeks that you're out, you're going to regress. You're probably not going to be as far ahead as you would like to be. But if you come to the classes still and you watch and you still show up, you're not going to fall behind.
Right.
Like,
right.
It's just not going to happen.
And the fact that you're feeling frustrated or angry or whatever, that literally just shows that you care.
Yeah.
It's something that you care about and something that you want to keep coming back to. So just stick with it.
And
stick with it.
I think that some people will get better than you.
Yeah.
Like people will pass your ass up whether you're there every fucking day or not. Like there are levels to this game. You're not always going to be on the top.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Move forward.
That's okay. Like that is literally, I think that's a big part of like reaching plateaus and getting to those points too, is just like feeling like everybody else is doing better or, you know.
Yeah. And that's in your head.
It's all in the
That's the mental part.
And if anything, I'm like, you know what though? Your teammates are getting better. They're going to help make you better.
Right.
Yeah. So,
and this is true. And I think like there's that trap of comparing yourself to other people on the mat and thinking that you should be better at this by now. You've been training for 6 months already. Or like you should just not try anymore because so-and-so who's been here 3 days longer than you have figured it out. And I'm here to tell you bitches that, in 6 months, it'll come back. In 2 weeks, it'll come back.
What
like,
is it that
don't worry about it.
That they say comparison is the thief of joy or something? Is that the saying?
Yes.
Like literally?
It is now.
I can't compare myself to a 19-year-old white belt that's been training every day for 6 months, even though I've been training for, 5 years and I'm a purple belt.
Yes.
I can't compare myself to that person
It's not the same.
It's not the same. And if I compare myself to this young buck who can do all of these fancy cartwheel things and whatever the fuck else, if I compare myself to that,
you're never coming back.
Steal my joy.
Yes, it will.
It will literally thief my joy.
Yeah. That would be like if these motherfuckers are out here like they're at the skate park holding their skate and they're like pissed that they can't ollie like the 16-year-old kid who does it every day.
Right,
like you are 35. That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
You're going to just skate the way you skate.
Okay.
Move on. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. Comparison is the thief of joy. So that's something, if you are struggling, if that's part of why you're struggling, because you're comparing yourself to somebody else, stop that shit.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
yeah. So what are some things that have come through, like breakthroughs that you've had after like it's just been like shit soup? That second stripe just got on your belt, which is always a curse because all of a sudden you don't know jiu-jitsu anymore. Every belt. And like what do you do? Like what are some breakthroughs that you had after that?
I know that when I think I was like 2 stripes in on my blue belt and I hit like this plateau.
The timing tracks.
Oh, the timing tracks. That's like a spot for everyone, I think. But I I remember like I had to remind myself why I was doing it. Like literally, because there was a lot of days where I did not want to show up. I didn't want to show up. Like I just
don't feel like it.
Yeah. And that's when like, I mean, obviously like thank God for good teammates that are like, hey, you coming in tonight?
Yes.
Like, hey.
That group text hits home after a while.
It really does. Yeah, the plateaus suck, but the getting past them, once you get to that point where you're like something clicks and you're over it, it's like, this is why I kept coming back. And I think it's like chasing that feeling of getting over the plateau. Like you just have to believe that the end is in sight.
If you just keep trying, it's going to get better. And I think what usually happens is like what you think you're working towards is not what you end up like the thing that breaks you through. I feel like when you get the breakthrough, it's like a totally different, like, oh, this is the solution to this problem that I've been headbutting up against. So now I'm going to do this instead and I don't have to worry about that anymore. At least that's how I do it.
Yeah.
I'm always like, grips. I'm just gonna pretend they're not happening and work through them.
But I think
sorry, David.
And then like the what did she talk about next in that post? So she was talking to coaches and higher belts.
Yeah.
And I think like both of us are coaches. And obviously you're a brown belt, I'm a purple belt. And that we set the tone, right? Like the owners of the gym, the coaches of the gym, and the upper belts of the gym set the tone.
We're responsible.
Yeah.
Mallory and I set the tone by coming in smelling like a fat. That just means we're welcoming.
On some nights, not all.
We're welcoming. You can sit with us.
No, but I do think that we do a good job of introducing ourselves to new people that come in.
Yeah.
And trying to help out where we can. I always want to make an effort to make sure newer people get something out of class that they like take away and they're like, okay, that wasn't as intimidating as I thought it might be. Or,
because we try to make it fun.
Right. It's just like one little thing. But yeah, I think that we need to really feel and like understand the responsibility that we have to people that are coming in to learn the sport.
Yeah.
And, we owe it to them to do for them what other people have done for us, right?
Yeah.
Like now, like, okay.
You have to pass it on.
Like, wow, like I have, like you and Katie took me under your wings. And now I feel like, okay, Victoria, come here, baby.
Yeah.
Like,
come on, small little person I'm going to adopt.
And yeah, so I just feel like we should think back to when you were a white belt, man. And like, what culture would you want? What would your, ideal, I don't want to say what's your ideal training partner? You don't always get what you want, but like what could a higher belt or a coach have done for you that would have made your experience a little bit better?
Right.
Do that for somebody else.
Yes.
So I think
and not just like a jiu-jitsu coach, any coach in life.
Yeah.
Right. Like we've all had somebody that's inspired us athletically and like, or, in any ways that like makes you want to be a certain type of person. So bring that.
Yeah. Absolutely. And obviously, too, I think that the presence of women, too, like I'm not going to toot our own horns here, but I also am. I feel like, obviously we're in a lot of precarious positions in this sport. And I think that having strong women like that are also representing your culture and your gym can make an awkward or possibly triggering or really difficult experience or position be more welcoming or less scary, so it's like the coaches and higher belts, we set the culture, so like make it a good one. And I think we're very lucky that we have a good environment and a good community, so
no
keep
complaints.
jiu-jitsu inclusive, y'all.
Everybody. Those are like super important things, I think.
Yeah.
I just second all of that.
Yeah.
Like there's really not a lot to really add to that. Like
Ditto.
check, that's it. Yes. Mallory, we were talking earlier about the kinds of friendships that you have on the mat and the people that you meet in gyms. And, you know, there's always those surprising, like, oh, I didn't expect to be friends with this person ever. What's your most surprising friendship from being on the mats?
I think what's funny is that I think that, like, age is an illusion in jiu-jitsu.
We all pretend we're 18.
We're all the same age, but we're all very different ages. And like, I have friends of all ages, of course, but like, you're 48?
Yeah.
Okay, you're 48. And then there's, you know, a fucking 19-year-old on the mat that I'm like, oh, I thought you were like 27. And you're, and then I look at you and I'm like, I thought you're like 35.
Yes.
And like,
thank you.
So to me, everybody is within this like same little age range as me, when it's like, no, like I have a best buddy that's 19 and a best buddy that's pushing 50. And like, it's just this weird, bizarre family of all ages and walks of life.
God, right.
And I love that. And it's just a really cute little beautiful family community.
It really is.
Yeah, and like going to tournaments and stuff.
Oh my God.
Like,
I love it. I can't wait for Master Worlds.
Family reunion.
It's the only reason I go, you guys. I don't compete. I just come to say hi.
It's so fun though. It's so fun.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. The family aspect of jiu-jitsu is wild. Like the social barriers that are non-existent and like
cops rolling with criminals.
Always. Yeah, so like everybody's just like in the mix,
because we're all there together for the same thing,
to beat the shit out of each other.
We all signed the waiver.
Oh, that is the video for this episode.
You signed the waiver.
You signed the waiver. That's what this episode is called. Okay.
I just think that it just brings people together because we're all on the same struggle bus. We're all going through our highs and lows and plateaus together and
mental crises and not.
Yeah. And I feel closer to some of the people in the gym than I do with people that I've known for my whole life.
100%.
So it's just that common struggle just develops your relationships with people.
If shit hit the fan, I'd call a jiu-jitsu person.
Yes, yeah, seriously.
100%.
Seriously.
Doesn't matter what it is. They know somebody that can help.
Yeah.
Because there's all walks of life in there.
Yeah. So the last thing that she says in this post that she put up was, most people don't get it until they try. So I want to like delve into that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because how do you describe jiu-jitsu to a non-jiu-jitsu person?
I don't really talk about it with non-jiu-jitsu people.
Okay.
After I've invited them, I just kind of let it ride. If they ask questions, we answer it. So yeah, let's say that I do have this conversation with people. I now would explain jiu-jitsu as wrestling with submissions that incorporates judo as well. I would also describe it as, like, everybody says there's no striking, there's no hitting or kicking. I get kicked all the time. So I just leave that out. So I just say like wrestling with submissions. And most people have seen wrestling, so they understand what it is. I might go out on a limb and say it's a little more WWE than regular wrestling.
Okay.
People are not like... And so it's not easy to explain.
No.
Does anybody get what I'm talking about? I'm like struggling here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Come and try it.
I feel like, I usually say it's kind of like wrestling, but it's really just based in self-defense. And it's really like a functional, useful sport to know, not just as the sport, but as the skills, like the skills to have.
Yeah.
So usually if I'm like talking to non-jiu-jitsu people, or people who are maybe like, not interested, I go more the route of it's essentially self-defense. Because I think that sometimes that can just get people in the door because everybody should know how to defend themselves.
Yeah. I feel like you talk to women a lot outside of the gym.
A lot, yeah.
I feel like I don't see a lot of women outside of the gym.
I'm
Maybe that's why
always
we're describing differently.
Yeah, I always am telling all of the women, all my female friends. Nobody listens to me, but
No.
I try. It's just hard to describe the feeling, and so that's why we're just you just have to try it.
Yeah.
You just have to try it to get it.
Yeah. Which is why I just leave it on the table now. You should come try a class.
Yeah.
Nobody gets it.
It just gives you so much. So, yeah, I mean, all of this rambling inspired ultimately by this Instagram post that just popped into my For You page. So, again, thank you, Tara.
Thanks, Tara.
She's from England and lives in Thailand now, from what I gathered from my creeping session.
She's gonna be like, what the fuck?
But anyways, I did message her to just be like, hey, is it cool if
we do have
I
permission.
share these posts? And I just, so I want to give her a shout out because I really, really like her page a lot. So hopefully in the future we get to talk to Tara and pick her brain a lot more, because I think that she'll be really interesting.
I think so too.
So,
yeah. I want to hear it.
Good stuff.
On that note,
what a day.
We'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Check us out on Instagram at Chokeholds and Chill Pod, or shoot us a message at chokeholdsandchillpod@gmail.com.